So today I'm going to be filming like the things I learned from being 21. Hope you like this video and make sure you watch to the end. And I'm going to be doing my makeup. If you like this look also, I'm going to be doing my makeup as I talk and as I run through things.
They call me sassy.
Hello, welcome back to the channel. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Moyo K, channel name. I'm 22 today. Since I'm heading out by 3, I thought that I would just do my makeup and talk on like 1 or 2 things I learned being a 21-year-old. All right, so you guys, this is actually just going to be a chill video. So yeah, first things first, if you know or if you watched my last video, you'd know that clocking 21 was a horror story for me. And I was dealing with a lot of things. I was dealing with anxiety. I was dealing with the fact that I didn't know where my life was going. The fact that I was kind of like still under my parents' control. And then it just made me feel like I had to like seek for permission for every single thing I do. And then that alone was like, you know, when you get to a certain age, you just feel like, God, please, like by this age I want to be independent, by this age I want to do this, by this age I want to do that. And then I just felt like I didn't have my time. Do you get? Like if I wanted to do something, I had to seek permission. I can't come back by this time. Like I understand all of that, yeah, it's for my safety and all of that, but then it just made me feel like out of place, because I imagined myself as a 21-year-old or as a 20-year-old. At least like I'll have like a bit of independence, which I did, but I didn't appreciate it because I wanted more. So I'm like, yeah, I can't do this anymore. God, this is not what we signed up for. Like I was in tears before my birthday wish. And then going to 21 was such an excellent year, to be honest. Like everything in being 21, I can't ask for it to be taken back, if you understand. Like when I first came to being 21, I was like, oh, I'm done with this. Like I'm done with expectations. I'm done with setting goals. Like I didn't set goals. Recently I wanted to look back on my goals to see the ones I've achieved, but it turns out like I didn't set any goal for this age. I was on cruise, like literal cruise, which is weird because if you know me, I always have like a book with me writing down 1 or 2 things. But this year I didn't set any goals. What I did instead is that I set like monthly targets. So I have this book. Is it even here? I think I've put it back on the shelf. I have this book where every month I kind of write things I want to do, and then I write like this month I wanted to focus on my physical health, or this month I wanted to focus on reading a book, or this month I wanted to focus on building spiritually. So like every month I kind of wrote something down that I wanted to do, and I never actually seriously, because after I write it down, sometimes I just like let go of it and just like keep it. But for like February, March and January, I think I took it seriously, because I can remember I was uploading consistently. And April, don't dive, take your step, feel the water before you enter. Do you get? I mean, like it's good to set like large targets and all, but I feel like because I set like unrealistic targets, I want to get this, I want to get this, like I was like jumping up and down. I mean, like life, there is reality in life. I can't just like wake up one morning, I'm just like, I want to be here by tomorrow, when I've not even left my father's house. You get? So I mean, like this age I calmed down a bit, and then every month I was just setting like really realistic targets. Like if you notice, the foundation is darker than my skin tone, you get why. So I was just setting like really realistic targets, and by the grace of God I hit most of them every month, apart from my subscriber count. If you notice, last year December I gained massive weight. Like I was like if I talk, you see my cheeks like. And if you know me, I'm really self-conscious about my body. I like my body to look good, because unlike some of you, I don't have a pear-shaped body. And people with my body shape, it's either you have like enough proportions to distribute, or you have, I don't know how to explain it, but I know people with my body shape will kind of understand what I'm saying. Because like I'm really keen about my like size and my my figure and all of that, and my physical look, because my shape is kind of like an upside down triangle, yeah. And then I gained weight, and when I add weight, I added my upper body, and I was like, God, please, what is happening to me? Then that alone now like dropped my self-confidence, because I cannot be dealing with acne and be dealing with physical health at the same time. It was so somehow, to be honest. Work on things you can control. After all this complaint, I could not just sit down in one place and just be like, God, please, I beg, let me lose weight. When I knew that my weight loss was in my hands, I can sit down and cry all I want, but if I don't work on my body, God is not going to do anything about it. So that alone, I had to like calm down and just be like, oh yeah, no, Moyo, work on yourself. So January, February, March, I think that was even my lighthead. My dentist at that time was like, oh, you're really losing weight, give me tips. And I acted as if I was not doing anything, but meanwhile, man is dieting and exercising. Like every morning I stepped out to exercise. So when I finally like lost all the kg I added in December, I calmed down a bit, and then I just let my weight fluctuate from there, because I cannot be too lean. If I'm too lean, I'll look sick. If I'm too not the size I want, I won't be content. So yeah, at least my physical health was sorted because I worked on things I could control. What are your priorities? So I had to like get my priorities straight, because around this time I was done with NYC. I wasn't doing any other thing apart from like my nail business, which my nail business wasn't really running like that. It was like growing steady, but it wasn't like steady. So I was at home. I didn't have a 9-to-5. I think I only had YouTube then. So at that point I had to like sit down and just be like, I know I'm not getting a 9-to-5. Have you met me? I'm not getting a 9-to-5. So I had to like sit down and think like, what do I want? I know like other people, when you're done with NYC, you look for jobs and all of that, but I already knew I was coming from a master's, so I had to like calm down and just think like, at least I could engage in 1 or 2 things that will bring me money, and I'll not just be asking my God, this girl is calling me, I'll answer her later. So I was like, I cannot just be asking my father and my mother for money every time. I had to like get things and get things done. Look for ways to sort yourself out, because one thing is that if you're like me, I'm kind of proud. I won't call it pride, to be honest. I don't just like asking people for things, because I just can't. I don't know why. Like I'm just like, would they say no? Would they say? And if you know me, like if someone should say no to me, there is like this sink in my heart, because I'm like a pre-planner, so I like plan everything ahead, and then I'm just like, oh, I had to like look for ways I could get money. And even if I was still asking my mommy for credit once in a while, like, mommy, I beg, urgent 5k, urgent 2k, my credit has finished, my data has finished, no Wi-Fi. I was not in Abuja anymore, so there was no free Wi-Fi. I could not take my daddy's hotspots, nothing, so I had to sort myself out with cash. What do you like? Like, forget the circumstances at hand. Forget what people expect you to do. Forget what you expect for yourself. You know, like we look at society and then we see where society is, and then we judge where we should be because of where society is. So just think, like sit down and just be like, what do I actually like? Like I like filming content like this, so I focused on that. I started filming how to grow yourself, how to be better, how to do this, how to do that. So those were things I liked, but I was not better yet, so I could not come on here and be saying nonsense. So I took a break from that. I didn't film it again because I was like, no, focus on yourself first. When you are finally where you want to be, come back here and film a video again, which is what I'm doing. Like I'm not where I want to be yet, but I have gotten to where like my mental state is just all right and it's just okay. And I know that if I'm feeding somebody something, I'm not telling them based on, you know, like words. I'm telling them based on the fact that I have gone through it. And yeah, around that time I engaged in filming content. I engaged in in acting even if I wasn't given any script. So yeah, things like that, and those kind of like little things like that actually make me happy. Keep your friends close, keep your family close. That's one way to survive life. Stop doing lone wolf will not take you anywhere. You are growing old, so when you are that old, who do you want to check up on you? Your lone self will not check up on you, because I'm pretty sure you'll not be able to think by yourself by that time. So keep your friends close, keep your family close. Prioritize times you call your friends, prioritize times you call your family. Like that alone can boost your mood. If you know me, I like being around like people because it kind of helps me lift my mood. But then I kind of have this social battery thing where it's just like, I can't do this anymore. But still, like when I can, I'm up and down jumping around, because the older you get, the more you find out that you don't actually have time to hang out with these people. At least I know that now that I have traveled and my family is in Nigeria, like I can look back, I can watch my videos and I can just be like, I had a good time with these people. I am glad I did, you know, and be happy about it. Be organized. So organization is key, my dears. If you watch my vlog and you watch my travel vlog and you saw how scattered my room was, I did not ask for your comment, so calm down. I'm talking to those that watch my vlog before the travel vlog and saw my room was actually arranged, because yeah. An organized space is an organized mind, whether you like it or not. So keep your space organized, you guys. You'll be surprised. Like once, this is why I like Dima on me. I need to stop saying that. I feel like I say that almost every time. My cousin has like pointed it out. She's like, every time you're always talking about Dima, because I love her, you know. Treat yourself out if you can. It's not every time that you be doing walk. If you know me, I'm not really like a social butterfly, to be honest. Like I can be social, but I'm not like up and down like looking for ways and how to be social. But when people actually care about are there, and then there is time to go out, count me in, because I told you guys, like, spend time with your family, treat yourself out, enjoy yourself, so that when you're putting in the hard work, you know there is a reason behind you putting in the hard work. You're not just putting in the hard work because of yourself, you're putting in the hard work because you guys just want to enjoy again. So yeah, going on, August came, September came, I came here. My family is not with me again, nothing. So I had to learn to survive on my own, and I turned to God. That doesn't mean I was not always with God, you know, but I had to actually call him this time around and just be like, God in heaven, let's talk. Your baby girl is now here all alone. What do you want for her? What are your plans for her? What should she do in this life? I mean, like, his plans for me are of good and not of evil, yeah? So I can as well ask him for directions, because if not, what's the point? You go on through this life without knowing God, without having a creator, you know, like building spiritually. That really helped me, because when I was in Abuja and I was alone with my dad, of course my dad does not have my time, he has work to do. It was like I was alone, like I could feel myself crumbling every single day. But here it was like, I am not alone, but I am alone. Do you get? I could always call my family, but then I could always talk to God. So it was, as stupid as it may sound, it was really, really helpful. Because you'll be surprised when people were always like, God this, God that. I'm just like, want to bury. But now I'm not like wanting to bury. I am saying they know what they're talking about, because I have been there. I have seen, my eyes have seen, my ears have heard. I have seen what the Lord can do. Little things matter. Little things matter. Don't just wake up one morning and just be like you want to scatter your life in one day. Little things actually matter. Progress matters. Little things drop, like they say, a drop of water. Drops of water builds an ocean. Am I right? I think so. Drops of water build an ocean. Build a pond. Isha builds the water. So I'm like, little things matter. You can't just sit down one day and just be expecting like heaven to come down and something to just fall on your skin and just be like, oh yeah, take my daughter, I give this to you. You have to have built yourself to reach there. Like when you see yourself in a space, try to think like, what would this decision I do, what would this thing I take today, what effect will it have on me on the future? Like, you just be surprised something you did 2 years ago will be coming to you now. Leading me to my next point. Last year that was in isolation. I thank God that I was in isolation, because if I was not in isolation, this year would have been very bad for me, because of that I learned to live on my own. Because of that, I kind of learned to like be on my space, be with myself, and just gather my thoughts and not let my thoughts consume me. So things from yesterday can come to be. So take lessons as you go. That is my next point. Wow, so this happened last year just to teach me this year. And don't take everything as nothing. Everything always leads to something, to be honest. Don't take everything as that's all right, it doesn't matter. If you don't brush your teeth today, cavities will improve, bacteria will walk in your mouth. You get, like, just because of you skipped one day, it doesn't mean that it won't have any effect on you. So, like, leading me to my next point, practice. I learned this point November last month. Practice. I'm not saying practice makes perfect, but practice. Like, if you are trying to be a better person, practice to be a better person. You might not be a better person in heart, but your actions will make your heart believe you are a better person. Practice. If you're trying to be fit, practice going for 5,000 walks. From there, increase it to 8. From there, increase it to 10. Like, practice. If you are trying to build your spiritual growth, start with the prayer in the morning, or in fact, just start with calling God's name in the morning, and then from there, you move. Till now, I wouldn't say my spiritual life is like here. I still see myself sinning, but still, I just make sure that, you know, I practice to be better. I spend time with God every day if I get the chance to. Next point. Don't let people take advantage of you. There is something I do that I freely let people lead the way. So when I see you like just moving and then you're just like going in a direction I don't know, I will follow you. Not because I trust you, but because I'm giving you that little faith, and then I want to see how you use it. And then if you misuse it, you're not going to see me the second time. I'm not stupid. Which is very stupid. It's a very stupid point. When you don't know somebody, you don't allow the person to lead the way. But that's how I am. I was just like, where is this going to? I'll follow you, but the next time you're not going to see me again. I'm still trying to teach myself not to allow people to take advantage of me. Like, I should learn to say no when I really want to say no. One day my no is gonna be sharper than my knife. Leading me to the next point. What's my next point? Be happy, be content. Be happy with where you are, be content. It's weird saying this, but yeah, I don't have a lot to say on this, but be content. What's that Bible passage that goes, faithful are those that have little, they will have many, or something like that? Like, if you are content with the little God has given you, the way he will multiply it, you'll be surprised. Like, sometimes I look at my YouTube channel and I'm just like, God, like, I prayed to be this amount of subscribers by this year, but then I'm not even past my goal of last year. And then sometimes I just sit down and I'm just like, be content, Moyo, be content. Because even if you have that amount of subscribers you're praying for, what if half of them are not viewing your channel? Then at the end of the day, it will just cause more depression. So just like, be content. I don't know what I'm doing with my eye and my lip. Help me. Moving into the next point, don't insult yourself. All those little, it's so stupid. All those little, I don't have sense. Small, they're just affecting your life and you don't know. Let me tell you now. All those little insults you give yourself and you're just like, God, why don't I have sense like this? I will never have sense. God, it's not me I'm talking about. I'm talking about people that insulting themselves. So little things like that, like, they just deep dive into you. Like, recently when I catch myself doing something like maybe really stupid or something I didn't expect to do, I'll just be like, it's okay, it's all right, now we've learned our lesson, we move on. I'm not calling myself stupid. I'm not calling myself any useless name. I'm just saying that, Moyo, it's okay, we've learned our lesson, this won't happen again. You're not stupid for doing this. At least now you know. I can't find out, so I'll just use my hand. Learn a new skill. This year I started learning languages. I'm not good at it, don't ask me. And it's not because I am, yes, it's because I'm trying to speak it. Let me not be humble. I told myself I'm not going to be humble this year, because my definition of humble is that I allow people march on me, step on me, chew me and spit me out. That is not humble again. I'm not going to be humble, but I am going to be humble. So learn a new skill. This 21 I tried reading, and God be the glory, I completed one book, just one book, but the cocoa is that I completed it, and that's all that matters. Learning a language, my streak with Duolingo has been going. It's been going great, and Duo is telling me you can do it. Keeping on. Next point, look good. That is a point. That is a point. If you met me last year, no. But you see, this year, there is this glow. And do you know the good thing is that if you look good, you feel good. It's not a lie. It's not a lie. Am I joking? No. Am I lying? No. If you look good, you feel good. Like, I usually say that those things don't concern me. Like, if you ask me in the past, I'm like, it's not my business. However I look, you take me like that, like, But this year, I took time to take care of myself. I took time to like dress up when I was going out and things like that. Like little compliments. You might not even be looking for the compliment or something. Like, even if you're in a bad mood, the fact that you dressed up, you looked at yourself in the mirror and you said, oh my God, I look so good. Little things like that. It's just like, they are mood boosters. Don't sit there in one place and be going outside and be looking like I'm there, be coming in and then be expecting some. So yeah, look good. Come in, my eyeliner will not draw itself, so calm down. I'm not trying to do much today. Just my normal cute eyes. Should I cast line? I don't know. Don't ask me. Next point, have your values straight. Know your values. With your values, you'll be able to set your life in peace. Don't just, wherever you find yourself, try to fit into what every other person is doing. Like, what do you hold dear to you? What are your values? Think about them, and then before you know it, you will not be moved by what other people are doing, but you'll be moved because you know where you are going. You know the path that is designed for you. You know the path that you want for yourself. Not because of everybody's doing this means I should do it. I mean, like, you are better than that, to be honest. Like, sometimes when I look back on my teenage years, I know there are sometimes I used to be like, I wish I did that. But realistically speaking, I have values. I'm not gonna do it. I can't do it. I have standards, so I'm glad I did not. So yeah, have values. I'm tired of this sleep. Hair routine, face, mouth, body. Have a care routine, because upon you're looking good, if you don't smell good, if you don't look good, you can't look good. Like, no matter the amount of dress you dress, if you don't look good, if you don't smell good, if you don't, you can't be good. You can't be good. Stop that. Look for better options. Don't do that to yourself. It's not good for your life. Point, don't compare yourself to others, which is very stupid. The points that help me the most are always very stupid, because if I say don't compare yourself to others, I mean, like, it's a given. All those people that you see now, or rather still, you can do like a quick survey in your head. The people you looked up to when you were a kid, look at them now. Do you think that you can still look up to them now? The people you compared yourself to, maybe your peers or something, when you were a kid, can you still compare yourself to them now? The people you compared yourself to maybe when you were in uni, can you still compare yourself to them now? So it's like, don't compare yourselves to others, because their life is not your life. Their growth is not your growth. I mean, like, you can look up to them for inspiration. That's good. But now sitting down just being like, oh God, what have you done to me? Why don't I have this? By now I'm meant to be married. By now I'm meant to be this. By now I'm meant to be this. That's beans. please, life is a pot of beans. Don't disturb yourself on top every other person's goal. All you can do is be happy for them and hope that they achieve more. When you pray for other people to have more, you feel... There was this thing I started doing one time, like when I catch myself comparing myself to people, I'll just start praying for them. I'm just like, God, please bless this person. God, please do this. God, please do that. And I'm like, it makes me feel good that I'm praying for them. Like, I'm not sitting down here and I'm just like, I wish I had that. I wish I had that. Like, I'm grateful you have that so that I can dream of having it. You get? So, yeah. One more thing I stopped doing. All this, I told you to treat yourself out. But don't go and treat yourself out to your own detriment. Let me tell you now. Think. You can't be treating yourself out every week. You cannot be treating yourself out every day. Unhealthy lifestyle. Or when you think about treating yourself out, think like, what is my version of treating myself out? It can be like, oh, I'm going to have like a spa date. Oh, I'm going to like go to a nail care to do like pedicures, manicures and all of that. Like, that's fine. But if your version of treating yourself out is like, oh, today I'm going to buy McDonald's, tomorrow I'm going to buy Burger King, next tomorrow I'm going to buy KFC, next tomorrow I'm going to buy Chicken Republic. Have healthy lifestyles, have healthy habits. When I first came here, I was like, I've achieved this today, I can actually treat myself out. And then I'll go to like down the street and then get like hot dog and chips. Like, that alone is a lot of calories. And then I'll just take it and then I'll just sleep. I'm like, today was a good day. And before you knew it, little by little, the weight came on again. And then I started looking at myself in the mirror. I'm like, Moyo, you've gained weight, you know? And well, I had to stop. I cannot be treating myself out every day. When do you want to treat yourself out? If you're treating yourself out just like laying down and just like sipping wine, watching a movie, that's fine. But if you're treating yourself out is habits that are detrimental to your overall goal, then stop. Next point, have accountability partners. Like right now, my Christian fellowship group is my accountability for my spiritual life, and for like my YouTube growth, my best friend and my cousin are my accountability partners. Like, when they see me slacking or they see something wrong, they tell me, and that's fine. Like, even if like they diss it, that's all right. But the cocoa is that I grow from there. Like, it's only up from there. I cannot come and start sitting down and be crying that, oh, they did not like my video. They are there for me to know what I'm doing wrong and what I'm doing right. So basically, they are my accountability partners. Don't shy away from growth. Don't shy away from growth. You're afraid to grow because you feel like you will not be the same person again, which is stupid. You're afraid to grow because you feel like you lose people along the way. I mean, like, that's the point of growth. Like, if they were not meant to be there in the first place, they shouldn't be there. You get, like, grow all you want, spread your wings all you want, have the life you want, enjoy yourself. Don't sit down here and be saying that I wish I had that when you're not even putting the work to have it. And stop making excuses. Don't make excuses. Don't be like, I don't have enough money to have that, I don't have enough this to have that, I don't have. Start with what you have. Not sit down every day and be thinking of, I don't have this to have that, I can't do this because I don't have that, I can't shake it because of this. What's your problem? The more you limit yourself to what you have, the more you will not even be able to grow when you have it. Think about the things you once wanted, and now that you have them, have you been able to do what you wanted to do with them? No. Don't make excuses. Just do. Just do. You can't come here and be saying, can Next point, know what works best for you. It's not always one size fits all. This life is never one size fits all, to be honest. You can get points from other people, but that doesn't mean you have to implement everything they say. Look for what works for you. If I should sit down here and want to take someone else's like growth life aspects, it's not going to happen because it doesn't work for me. I'm going to be fake. I'm going to be fake to the core. So learn what works for you, to be honest, so that you'll be able to grow within your space and within yourself. When you look back, you say, this is me, not this is someone else that I am copying, or not this is someone else that I am camouflaging. You get? Oh, I think I've actually reached 21 points. I'm going to calm down, end this video, and then come back when I'm done with my makeup. If I'm not done with 21 points, please forgive me. I'll probably split 1 point into 2. 1 point. Sorry, I felt like I was done, but I'm not done. One important point I learned this year is that all that matters is not you. It's not you. Don't think all that matters is yourself. There's something I started doing. It made me a better person. Like when I meet someone for the first time, I'm not just going to be like, oh, hi, and stuff like that. Like, I'm actually going to take like mental notes to listen to what the person is saying. And then the next time we meet, I bring it up and I'm like, is that fine? How are you? What's going on? Do you understand? Like they know that you are listening to them. They know that you were taking notes. They know that you are a good person. They know that you're someone they can talk to, because people are going through stuff in this life. It's not only you. Now, it's not only you that came into this life, so please consider other people in all your doings. Thank you very much. People are going through stuff that even you yourself can't imagine. I'll be back. Hope you enjoyed that video. So thank you for watching. See you guys, and happy birthday to me. Oh, long life and prosperity, Moyo. Yeah. I don't like the sleeps. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment also, and see you guys in my next video. I have to hurry now because I have a date for my birthday. Not a date, like my friend's date, basically. Yeah, so see you guys.
Don't call me mean, I just want someone to love me.